Hello, everybody. It is Friday. It is Friday, 9/11. It is also known as Patriots Day, and it's a Remembrance Day. So we need to remember everybody on 9/11 who was killed and those who sacrificed and the families who sacrificed their loved ones, plus the ones who served that are still with us. So this is an important day to remember. So it is Friday Glam. Friday Glam is a half hour. I am going to do my best to keep this to half an hour, but we've got a lot to cover. So today is going to be about eyeliner and mascara. So eyeliner and mascara. Hey, Elaine, I was going, when other people are on, I was going to announce that your fires are only 11 miles away. 11 miles. I can walk 11 miles. That's crazy. So I'm praying for you all day today, hoping that all is well. Anyway, as I said, it's Friday Glam, and I want us to talk about eyeliners and mascaras. We've got a lot to cover, so I'm going to go over some tools that we want us to have. So first of all, it's important to have this ancient-looking tool that looks like it should be in the torture chamber, but it's your eyelash curler. So Mary Kay does have one. It comes with 2 extra pads because this pad here, this rubber pad, is probably the most important piece. I tried to use the one the other day and I forgot it didn't have a rubber pad, and wow, that's all I'm saying. Wow. So your eyelash curler is the number one tool. The couple other tools that I suggest you have on hand is, oh, of course, I've just dropped it. It's always a Q-tip with your oil-free eye makeup remover for any errors. Our great eyeliner eyebrow brush, it's used for so much. I love this brush. It's a dual-ended brush. This side is for, it's got a point, it's got a fine brush head. Let's see if I can show it to you. It's got this fine, thin, flat brush head. That's your eyeliner. And then it's got this for eyebrows or whatever you want to use it for. I do it for a lot of things. So this, it's called the, let's see, I got to read. I got my contacts in so I could show you my eyes. Oh my goodness, except it's hard to read. Eyeliner eyebrow brush. Duh, just what I said. So this is a great brush. I actually usually have 2 of them because I do like to use a clean, fresh one all the time. So that's another one. And then another brush I do recommend is this eye smudger brush with this rounded end. The eye smudger brush. This is a good brush to have on hand too for doing eyeliner and mascara. Another little thing is I get these from Sally Beauty or somewhere. They're not soft. They're not bendable. They're just little almost felt tips, but you can use them for a lot of things if you want. You don't need them. I actually had them so I can give it to people for samples, if I'm sampling something, because it's easier to do it this way. It's a one-time throw it away. Sometimes I'll use it for myself. So if you choose to get them, but you don't have to. All right, now I want to let you know I've got no mascara on this eye, and I have got mascara on that eye, and I don't know if you can tell the difference. It is actually, I'm watching myself and I can tell that this eye looks, bigger. So I'm just letting you know that. Okay. So let's start first with eyeliner. So eyeliner is important. Eyeliner is to outline the eyes, exactly what it says it is. Eyeliner makes your lashes look longer, so you want to get it real close to the lash line. And eyeliner can reshape your eye. We've gone over eye shapes, but eyeliner can shape your eye. If you've got hooded or downturned eye, thank you, Elaine. If you've got a hooded or downturned eye, it's important to shape your eye with an eyeliner as well as with your eyeshadows. So we in Mary Kay have 3 different types of eyeliner. The first one is a pencil. It's a pencil. You can twist it up. I'm trying to get it on the white of my blouse. Twist it up. Twist, twist, twist. It's got a Sharpie point. I don't know if you can see that. And then it's got a sharpener in this end. So you pull off this end, and this is a sharpener. It's, you just put it in here. This is a brand new one, so I'm not necessarily going to sharpen it, but you put it in here and you do it like this to sharpen the point. So you've always got a nice sharp point, and you just put the cap back on. And this is our eyeliner. Now this eyeliner comes in black, steely, and deep brown, depending on what you need. And this is a great eyeliner. It's a great soft eyeliner. It goes on soft. You've got about 7 to 11 seconds before it dries. And once it's dry, it pretty much stays. It's water resistant. I'm going to show you. I already put the gel liner here. This is the pencil eyeliner. You can see how easy it is to write with it. Love MK. So that's it. Now I could move it a little bit if I wanted to right now before it's dry. I could take off the end there. I could take off the end of the K. But once it's dry, it's waterproof, or it's deeply water resistant. So we've got the pencil. We've got a gel. This is a gel eyeliner. It comes in a little pot. It's just a little pot. I mean, it's a tiny pot. And it is, I like to call it a cross between a pencil and a liquid, but it's a gel. It's a gel. It's a gel paste. That's the word I wanted to say. It comes in black. For a limited time, we had brown and amethyst, and I love brown, so I stocked up, and I do have them. This is my personal supply. You can see how I've used it. This is the brown. I'm trying with different lighting tonight to see if I could get better colors. Just letting you know that the lighting is different in my room. And then it comes with an amethyst. It's hard to see that. Actually, I lied. This is the brown. This is the brown. And this was the amethyst. The amethyst is great because it's not violet. It looks like, it's great for Christmas. It's wonderful. That's the black. It's wonderful for Christmas time. It's wonderful if you're using a purple. This is the amethyst. This is the amethyst. I don't know if you can really see the difference, but it's a very dark purple. So if you're using a lot of purple eye colors, this is a great one to use. So that's the gel. And so we've got the pencil, the gel, and then the liquid waterproof pencil. Now this is a waterproof pen. It's got a great felt tip. It's got a sharp point for lines, and then a felt tip for filling in. So this is it. We can do a line, thin line. You can hardly see that. Thin line. And then I can fill in more. So this. So this is our waterproof. So the three of them, I'm going to let them dry for a second, then I'm going to show you something. So let's talk about how you do eyeliner. And I've got 3 videos to show you. These videos all have young girls, and it's a perfect eye shape, and like it's a perfect video. But in truth and in fact, if you're a woman of substance, your eyes aren't perfect anymore. And sometimes we're not born with perfect eyes. And so we have to realize how we can work with our eyeliner. So again, let's talk about shapes. If you've got, let me see if I've got some papers here. If you've got hooded eyes or droopy eyes, which I have, remember you always want to avoid the last 2 lashes. You want to avoid these last 2 lashes because you don't want to bring anything down. You bring everything up. And it's the same with eyeliner. People want to do, bring their eyeliner down. You don't want to emphasize. You want to stop everything at the last 2 lashes here. The last 2 lashes. Stop. Don't do anything more there. If you want to do a little flick up, now cat eyes have really got that, that flick up. That's very definite. But not everybody's eye shape is for that. If you've got droopy eyes or hooded eyes, you don't want to do that flick. In fact, it's really hard because if you were to follow the line of your eye, when you close your eye, it's going to be a straight line, not a flick up. So here's my tip. Take this brush. There's a couple ways. One of my videos I showed you could take a piece of Scotch tape. If you remember, we took a piece of Scotch tape and we put a Scotch tape between the edge of the eye and the edge of the brow, and we followed that up. There's another video that I'm going to show you that says take your Q-tip and lay your Q-tip there and follow that line up. But here's another very much easier way as far as I'm concerned. You take your mid-tone color, which is the color closest to your skin, a shade darker than your skin. And what you want to do is you want to take your mid-tone color, let's see if I can do it here, and you want to follow your mid-tone color up and up. You just keep that under eye and just keep going up with your mid-tone color. Just keep going up. You can go up as high as you want because you're just going to take your mid-tone and work it up. And then close your eyes, like look normal ahead and look to see where that line is. It won't be a heavy, thick line because it's going to be closest. It's going to be one shade deeper than your skin, but you're going to be able to see it. So if you just took this part of the pen and took your eye color and used the thin piece of it and just literally went underneath the eye and all the way just as far as you want to go, because it's not a heavy color, and you can quick take your Q-tip with a little bit of oil-free eye makeup remover and remove anything. Sometimes you could just take your finger and blend it in, but remember it's a powder. And then look and see how you like it. Is it too high? Is it too straight? What is it too whatever? But that'll give you a guide on how to do your flick up. Now, if you've got hooded eyes or downturned eyes, which is what I have, which is why I'm saying it, because I had a long time to learn this, is I was trying to do the flick. And you do the flick by coming out here. And then when I ended up opening my eyes, the flick was halfway down my chest. So you bring your flick, and you flick, and there is the flick all the way here. Like, really? What happened there? So I learned that you don't have to do a flick. What I like to do is a wedge. So I'll take my flick and I'll take my shape and I'll go up to about here. And then I'll come in with a wedge. So it's not a line, it's a thin outline, and I wedge it like a wedge heel shoe. It's going to wedge up here and it's going to come in thinner. So I've got a wedge, not a flick. And this wedge up here gives my eye a lift. Can you see how it's wedged up? But it's wedged. It's hard to show. It's a wedge. It's not a line. Does that make any sense what I'm trying to say? So practice, but this eye, the hooded and the droopy, just don't try and do the flick. But in fact, you know what? Try it. Just try it with eye powder, eyeshadow, and look and see where the flick ends up. Because if you're like me, it's going to end up halfway down your chest. So you just make a wedge. So you take it where you want it to be. I don't want mine much higher than this. And then I wedge it. I make a V shape here and I join the V shape. So that's a little trick for you. If you've got hooded eyes, that's what we're talking about that. If you've got deep set eyes, too much of a flick because your eye is deep in your head and it looks a little strange to have a deep set eye and then suddenly a flick that is on the actual bone. So again, you more want to wedge it. If you've got small eyes, like really small eyes, some people do have just tiny eyes. A heavy hooded eyeliner is not helping. It's just going to bring emphasis to the small eye. It's actually going to make them look smaller. So you're not going to take a black and line a small eye all around. You think it makes it look bigger, and it does not. It's just drawing emphasis to your small eye. So if you really do have a small eye for your shape face, work on cheeks and lips and create a little line and just emphasize them a little bit. But a heavy black line around a small eye is not good. Everyday eyeliner, you can do it anyway, but the rule of thumb is you don't do underneath unless you're doing top. You can do top and not the bottom. Absolutely. If you're running out the door, you can do the top and not the bottom liner. That's fine. You can even use powder on it, or you don't need to do anything. In fact, sometimes it can open up the eye if you don't have anything underneath. But if you're doing underneath, you've got to do the top. It looks like half-baked if you don't. There's two things I always like to teach on, depending on your eye shape. A lot of people have a natural almond, which is great, and they can do the cat eye and the flick and everything else. Some people have a natural round eye. Now, studies have shown it depends if you're out on a date and you're thinking of a guy that you want to marry. Think about somebody who wants to take care of you. I mean, not everybody wants to be totally taken care of. I'm not saying that, but somebody who likes to look after a family. If you wanted to attract that person, you would want to do more of a round eye. And this is the theory behind the psychology on it. If you look at a picture of a baby, those babies have those big round eyes. And when we look at a baby, it's like, oh, look at that cuteness. Oh, you just want to hold it and love it. Men have that same reaction with the round eyes. They don't know they're having that reaction. It's a built-in caring reaction. So if you're looking for a date with somebody who you are interested in for the future, you really want to emphasize a little bit more round eye. So you can keep the eye rounded and don't even bother with the flick. If you still, you can still do a little titch up at the end, but you want to keep the eye rounded. If you're looking for a fun guy and a fun date, you do the cat eye and you do the more exotic, because that is a turn on. That is a sensual eye. It's the opposite of the babies. So it's more of a sensual eye if you do the exotic kind of eyes, and that's fine. And that is perfect. But I'm just letting you know the psychology has shown that if you're looking for a guy who is more caring, the round eye attracts them. Now, I don't know how true that is. I read it in a psychology magazine. I'm just telling you what I was told. I haven't done a study on it. To my knowledge, Mary Kay hasn't done a study on it. I'm just telling you what I read. So there's some thoughts. So we've got the everyday eye. Now, if you are new to eyelining, I would suggest you start with the pencil, because it's the easiest one to correct. If you don't like it, you can get rid of it quick. It's the easiest to work with if for a novice. And if you don't know how to do it, if you're not sure, in fact, I'm going to show you some videos. If you're not sure, just make little dashes and join the dashes till you like how it looks. Keep your Q-tip handy, because the pencil you can erase very quickly. The one that doesn't erase so quickly is the waterproof pen, because that is waterproof, and the minute it dries, it's dry. The gel is like a hybrid between the two, and I love the gel. It comes with this brush. This is a brush that comes with the gel, and I tell gel novice people, use this brush. Again, it's got a flat side. Let me see if I can show you. A flat side and a more pointy side. So if you see the difference, and it's really easy to start a gel with this brush. You use the thin flat side here, and the thin pointy side here, and then you can take the flat side to make your wedge. This is a great brush to start with. I prefer it away. And one other thing I want to share with you is when you're putting on eyeliner, you don't ever want to pull. You don't want to pull your eye. Mother Nature is doing that for you. If you want to get eyeliner on, the best way to do is to anchor your pinky in anyone, and just pretend you're in art class. If I leave my pinky anchored right here, I can do any kind of drawing. I can move. I can crayon. Practice on a piece of paper. Just practice on a piece of paper. Put your finger and just use your rest of your hands. And you can do that whether you're left-handed, right-handed. I tend to use my right hand on both, so I'll do the same thing over this side. But you see how easy it is for me to anchor my hand and move the pencil. Now, I have had practice, but this is the best thing you can do for yourself. You're not pulling, you're not tugging, nothing. All right, so those are the pencils. So pencils and eyeliner. I think I've got some videos on this, so I'm going to share my screen for those. And let's see, and then we're going to go to mascaras. So let me do a quick share screen. And I'm going to do video, share audio. Let's go. Let's see. Need extra. Okay, let's do this one first. All right, so I'm going to show you some videos. And remember, this is the perfect eye, so don't get crazy. So this one first. Let me go back to it. I'm sorry. This one first. This is the everyday eyeliner. I'm going to make it big screen. And I'm going to play. It's only 51 seconds. She's almost got a little wedge on the edge here too. She's not got a big flick. She's got a little flick, but I have more of a wedge. Okay. So that was one. Let's see if I can give you another one. Oh, wrong one. Let's see. Okay, I'm going back to share screen, share audio, and here we go. I think it's this one. Back again. Oh, goodness me, I lost it. All righty, that's eyeliner. Here we go. This one. This is the number 2. You can see how she's really got more of a cat eye there, but again, her eyes are young and perfect. But you always want to start from the outside like they're doing here. I don't know if you can see my pointer. And instead of making a line like that, I would make a wedge. That's another one. And let me show you a third one. Oh, wait a minute. I have to stop that one for a second. Okay, let's come back because I didn't share that screen. Share screen, share audio. Here we go. Okay, this is how to a smoky eyeliner, and I'm going to do more on a smoky eye. This is a super simple smoky eyeliner. Super simple. So those were a couple of them. As you can see, her eyes were cute and pretty. But you see how she used this brush, the smudger brush. You can use that for any eyeliner application. And when she was doing your turn, this is no brush on the end. She did little dots. And if you notice, she always worked from the outside in. So and that's important too. So to know that. I do have another one on the waterproof eyeliner I'm going to share with you there. Oh my goodness, we're already 25 minutes. We may have to do mascaras next week because I've got 7 things to show you for that. Okay, let's see, we might go ahead. Let's do this one, liquid eyeliner pen, and see what we can do here. Okay.
Hi, gorgeous. I'm here today to show you the new and improved Mary Kay waterproof liquid eyeliner pen. This pen has the same no drip precision tip that allows you to draw smooth, precise lines from inner corner to outer corner, just like the previous eyeliner pen. The difference is the intense carbon black pigment that provides deep color intensity. And oh, it's waterproof. The Mary Kay liquid eyeliner pen is the perfect choice when you want to create a winged eyeline. I love how easily this pen can create thick or thin lines for a bold graphic eye look. Use the tip of the pen for fine lines and dots. To achieve a bolder line, use the side of the felt tip. Apply a thin coat of primer on your lid. Next, using the all-over eyeshadow brush, I'm going to put hazelnut over my lid from lash line to just above my eye crease. I chose hazelnut because it is a good neutral for my skin tone. Choose a shadow that is close to your skin tone. The focus for this look is on the liner, not the shadow. Using the tip of the pen, begin drawing a thin line across the upper lash line. Anchoring your pinky on your cheek will help steady your hand. Resist the urge to pull on your skin at all costs. If you can't create a solid line, that's okay. Start lining your upper lash line with small dashed lines. Then go back and connect the dashes. This will create a solid line. If you aren't a pro at drawing the flick on the outside of your eye to create a winged eyeliner, use a cotton swab to help you map out exactly where you are going to draw a line. Line up the cotton swab on a diagonal between the outer corner of your eye and your eyebrow. Next, using the very tip of the pen, place a small dot where you want your winged eyeliner to end. Connect the dot to the outside corner of your eye. Use the cotton swab to help you draw a straight line. If you want a more dramatic wing, connect the tip of the wing to the center of your lash line and fill in the triangle using the side of the pen. My lashes will get a coat of Lash Love mascara so that my lashes mirror the elongated eyeliner line. Using the cheek brush and Honey Glow, I'll apply a highlight to the highest point of my cheekbone. For my lips, I'll apply Nourish Shine Plus lip gloss in Rockin' Red. A winged eyeliner and red lip has been my go-to look for as long as I've had a go-to look. Graphic eyeliner involves creating bold lines and shapes on or around the eyelids. This graphic eye design starts with a winged line. Then build up the thickness of your line, starting at the middle of the eye to create an even more dramatic wing.
That's more like the wedge.
Extend the line from the lower eye line toward your eyebrow. This line ends right under the tail of your eyebrow. Feel free to use a cotton swab to help you draw this line. Beginning right above your pupil, using the tip of the pen, slowly sketch out a line right above your natural eye crease. Follow the curvature of your orbital bone and stop this line when you meet the wing. Create a C shape to connect the upper line with the lower line. Fine line work should always be done with the tip of the pen. Fill in any negative space using the side of the pen. The softness of the C shape will create a more flattering line than an angled line when you connect the upper and lower lines, because it mirrors that of your orbital bone. Whenever I work with liquid liner to create a graphic eye or a sharp wing line, I always make sure I have cotton swabs and Mary Kay oil-free eye makeup remover handy to help me clean up. Use a dry cotton swab to absorb any leftover eye makeup remover and wait for the area to dry before reapplying any product. Remember to go slow and be patient. Working with liquid liner takes practice. My lashes, top and bottom, get a coat of lash intensity. Graphic eyeliner is a bold statement. To keep this look balanced, a neutral lip and cheek color is best. To complete this look, using the cheek brush, I'll dust my cheeks with Darling Pink and give my lips a quick coat of True Dimensions lipstick in First Blush. I can't wait to see all the looks you create with the new eyeliner pen.
Well,
Don't forget to
that
post
is
your look
quite
on Instagram and tag us at Mary Kay US.
okay.
And use the
That is quite a line. That is, I'm not sure I would get away with that, but that's quite a graphic eye look. And so that's what you can do with eyeliners. So we've gone over quite a bit. I am going to go ahead and do a little bit with mascaras. Let me show you these colors first. Now, this is plain water. I've got in front of my computer, so I have to be careful on my keyboard. But this is just water I'm going to spray. Right, you can hear it spraying. It's the water beading up. Do you see how it's beading up? And I can do this, and nothing is happening. Nothing is moving, as you can see. Elaine, I won't use that one either. So this is stayed. This is your pencil. This is your gel, and that's your waterproof eyeliner. Okay? So now I want to just dry it a little bit. I'm just going to dry it just a little tad so it's dry. And I want to show you something. This is my oil-free eye makeup remover. I'm going to take some on the cotton pad. I'm trying to stay away from the keyboard. I already spilled a whole lot of water this morning. Now, this is your eyeliner pencil. I'm just going to hold it here for a minute or a second. And look already what has come off. And I'm just going to do one wipe. And that's how quickly the eyeliner, the oil-free eye makeup remover has removed it. But remember, water didn't take it off. Let me do the others. The waterproof is the most challenging to get off. Okay, but here is your oil-free eye makeup remover. And as you can see, when I did the water, I could actually rub my hand on it and nothing moves. So that's how good these liners are. Again, with the pencil, you've got about 7 to 11 seconds before it dries. With the gel, about the same, but with the waterproof, it's like dry. But do some practice first, because here what I know about waterproof eyeliner. Waterproof eyeliner can smell fear. So if you're afraid of it, just know you have to tell it who's boss by doing some practice first. Okay, the pencil is 12 and you can sharpen it. The gel, which comes in black, brown, or amethyst, is 18, and the waterproof liquid pen is 16. So 12, 16, 18, and if you just want to use eyeshadow as your eyeliner, that's an $8. That's an $8 dealie there. Okay, let's talk a little bit about mascaras. We have got 6 mascaras, and it depends what you need in a mascara. If you're looking for definition and length and volume, the Lash Love mascara, which is this one, Lash Love mascara, will define, defend, and deliver 4 times the volume. This is the Lash Love mascara. At one point it was coming in, it was a special, and it was, the sale of this went to help the Mary Kay Charitable Foundation that helps fight cancers for women, and it came with all these hearts on it. So if you got the heart one from me, it's because I bought them, you know, to help the program. But this is your Lash Love mascara, which defines and delivers up to 4 times the volume. And I'm going to show you the type of brush it has. It has a plastic skinny brush. So if you've got short lashes or you want to get underneath, it's got this little plastic skinny brush. It's got a really skinny brush. It looks pink here, but when it's in the tube, of course, it takes the color of the the mascara, and I'll show it to you here. And but it's a skinny brush, so if you've got short eyelashes or you want to get into underneath short, just know that the skinny brush is the way to go. That is the brush. You can see it quite clearly there. It actually is pink until it's in the tube. Oh, and a tip, you never want to pump your eye mascara. You never want to pump because you're putting air in there, and air and dark and moist grows bacteria. You want to twist, and then you want to take it out, and you want to get the end, the rest off the end, and so you can use it. Okay, so that is our Lash Love Mascara, which defines, defends, and delivers 4 times the volume. This is 15. Then we have the Lash Love Lengthening Mascara, which is for long, strong, and seriously separated lashes. Now, this one has this type of brush, the rounded brush, as you can see. This rounded brush, it's got the same plastic short brush, but it's lengthening. This has fibers in it to help lengthen. So it's great. It's one of my favorite. It's my go-to. It's probably the easiest to get off. And I love how it lengthens, but it doesn't volumize. So if you've got thin lashes, you can use that with something else. It's a lengthening mascara. And I'm going to show you, this is an actually sample one. I'm going to show you the brush. And so you can see the brush is that rounded brush. That's the lash lengthening with fibers to help lengthen. Okay, the next one we have is our Mary Kay Ultimate Mascara, which actually does bolder, bigger lashes, gives you 5 times the volume plus some length. It's got the classic mascara brush. Classic, how we always think the mascara brush shape, that sort of rounded in the middle, pointed at the end. That is the classic brush. This also has some fibers. It is also it's what we call water resistant. It's not waterproof, it's water resistant, but it's called Ultimate Mascara. All of these are 15. The same Lash Love Mascara that comes in the 3 formulas: Lash Love Lengthening, and the Lash Love Waterproof. Now, the Lash Love Waterproof was tested on triathletes, and it's been tested to hold up from sweat, rain, tears, humidity, pool, and seawater, salt water. It's this. Oh, I don't want to open this one. It's new, but I'll show you. It's the same skinny brush. It's the Lash Love Waterproof. Now, this is pretty much the only one that has not got fibers in it. So I'm going to tell you at the end about this. I do have, this is my sampler one. I'll show you the brush on this one. Again, that skinny brush, the plastic skinny brush, not the bristly brush. So that's good. Then we've got the Lash Intensity Mascara. And this one is going to really build up your lashes. It's got a 2-phase brush. It's this one, Lash Intensity. And it actually has the words Mary Kay here. It's hard to see in this light. If you can just see, it's embossed in black. So when you're using it, you want to put your thumb on the embossed Mary Kay, because that's the way to use it. I'm going to show you why. This is the brush. This is a brush from a past one. And it's got a flat side. Let me see if I can find that. It's got a flat side and then a deeper bristle side. And what you do is, if you keep your thumb on the embossed here, it's going to pick up, it's pretty flat here. It's going to pick up mascara. And when you've got your thumb on the embossed side, it's going to place the mascara on the lashes. Then you're going to do a turn and get the thicker side, the wider side, and you're going to blend it all in. You're going to really comb it through. But this picks up mascara on the thin side and combs it through on the thicker side. This is called Lash Intensity, and this one will expand and extend the lashes, dedicated to multi-directional performance, which means it's going to thicken, expand, volumize. This has got fibers in it also, but this is real lash intensity. And this is pretty much what I have on this, yeah, I haven't put anything on this eye. Yeah, this is what I have on this one, if you can see the difference. That's my, and just one coat of Lash Intensity. So that's, and then the latest one we have is called Mary Kay Panorama. And this one has a definitely different brush. I've talked about this a little bit before. This is a hard brush to show you. Okay, it's got an hourglass shape on one side. It's got a flat shape on one side. And then the tip has got like a fan to it. I don't know if you can see that. It's really hard to show you, but let me see if I can show you here. The tip has a fan. It's like this is how the tip looks. Obviously magnified hundreds of times. Well, maybe not hundreds, but this is how the tip of it looks. It's got a fan to it. So what you do is you're going to take it again on the non-hourglass side. So there's an hourglass side and the non-hourglass side. Oh, there you can see how the tip fans there. See that? So you're going to take it on the flat side and get your mascara on. You're going to turn it to the hourglass side and comb all the way through. And then the tip can get in the corners here, in the outer lashes here, in the underneath here. It gets all these little lashes. It gets all these little lashes. Now, your best way to do mascara is to take it from the root and you go sideways, up and out. You just rock it sideways, up and out, rock it sideways, up and out. And then you can go back and pull the ends out some more. If you're using the Panorama brush, you can do it this way with the Panorama brush. If you're using a regular brush, this is what I suggest you do. Any other brush, I'm not putting mascara right now. If you're using any other brush, say for instance this one, this is a clean one. What you want to do is, after you've done your top lashes, you want to give it a minute to dry because you don't want mascara all over. You're going to hold your eyes up a little bit, and then you're going to take this brush and holding the brush this way, up and down, vertical. You want to do this to your lashes. So you're getting the sides of it. You're coating the sides. Then you can come back and just kind of touch them again. Because I find that if I'm doing this all the time, I'm ending up with mascara all around here. I don't know if you've done that before too. So I found this is the easiest way to do it if you're doing the bottom lashes. And then you can come back and you can work with them a little bit. When you do the top, you want to pull everything out. Now, even doing the top, and if it's not quite dry, you're going to get mascara somewhere. I did it tonight. And what I like to do is I keep a clean mascara brush. Sometimes I've washed this off from a Lash Intensity and I keep this one and I let the mascara dry. I don't care where it is. It can be on my nose. It can be on the bridge of my nose. It can be on my nose. I've actually put mascara on my nose before when I'm doing the, crossover, and I end up getting mascara right here on my nose. It can be on my eyelid, anywhere. But if you leave it to dry, and then you take the brush and you just scrape it off. You can actually take your fingernail too, but I like to do a brush. Practice it. Put mascara on your hand. Let it dry. Let it dry, and then take your brush and scrape it off. The only thing is with this, one day I was in a hurry. I got my mascara on. I didn't want to touch it while it was wet, so I wanted it to dry. And I got dressed and I went out and I looked in the rear view mirror of my car and I realized that I still had this smudge mascara up here. Didn't have my brush, but my fingernail took it because it'll just scratch right off. So this is a really good little trick. You keep a mascara that you've used, clean off the brush and keep that just for that purpose. So I always have a clean brush that I keep, even a disposable one, just to get rid of any areas where mascara has, got where I don't want it to be, and even sometimes to just pull out the lashes. So those are the different mascaras that we can use. Again, if your eyes are sensitive and you have problems with mascara, it could be, especially if you're wearing it all day, it could be that you are having fibers fall into your eye. So if you've got sensitive eyes, or if you want the lengthening, you don't want the fibers, here's what you do. You use your lash lengthening. Then you finish with the waterproof, because the waterproof does not have fibers. And so this one keeps everything on. This one stops everything from doing anything. You really need oil-free eye makeup remover to take it off. It just won't come off with soap and water. I mean, with your cleanser, you don't want to get that too close to your eye. But this one, if you use whatever you want to volumize, lengthen, and then finish with a coat of this is the bomb. This waterproof mascara, again, it doesn't have fibers, but it holds everything in place. So this is a great, I always have, no matter what I'm using, if I'm going out or I know it's going to rain or it's going to be hot and sweaty, I will always use my waterproof. Sometimes if I'm just being a lazy girl and I don't need my lashes to look like, and then some, I'll just use this just by itself. It doesn't give me the length that I want, but it keeps the mascara on my eyelashes. So that's a little tip for you. And then the last thing I want to show you is how to use a torture chamber thing. And you never want to do it on mascara. You want to do it before mascara has been put on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this one I did, the mascara. Yes. So I want to show you the easiest way to use one of these. And never, 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 never when you got mascara on, because that's how you can break your lashes. Oh, and if you're using more than one mascara, you want to go ahead and you want to let it dry for a minute. You don't want to keep putting it on wet, on wet, on wet. Think about your hair. If you keep putting wet, your hair is just going to go straight. But if you put wet and then you let it dry a little bit and you put in some mousse or something and then you dry it a little bit, it's better for it. So you want to give it a few coats of mascara, but you want to wait a minute and a half in between the coats so it does dry down a little bit. So curling eye curler. So the easiest way to do it, this is the eye I haven't got the mascara on because I wanted to kind of show you. What I have found, instead of trying to catch the eyelashes, is I take this piece and I literally put it in my crease. And then I press the crease so my eye is open. It's hard for you to see it. I'm looking like a weirdo here. And then I've managed to catch the eyelashes. Can you see that? I've managed to catch the eyelashes, and I haven't had to try and fight to get the eyelashes in and squeeze my eye. I literally take this piece, I put it in my crease, and I press up. So my eyes almost open up like the eye doctor. And then I've got the eyelashes right there. And and you're not going to make one big screen. You're going to curl, 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 walk it up. So again, it's you press, you open the eye, you catch your lashes, and you curl, 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 curl. You don't want to do one straight like curl because then you're going to end up with a kink. You want to just keep in your eye crease, press open the eye, grab the lashes and curl, 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 curl. Walk it up, and now your eyelashes are curled, and now you can get your mascara on. So it actually almost looks mascara-ish now, doesn't it? Just from this. This is a great little instrument. I know a lot of people don't use them, and I never used to until I could learn how, because I always used to end up squeezing my lashes or hurting my lid or something, and I thought it was just a torture machine. But I figured it out. Can you see how I've kind of got my eyes open here in the camera? And you can see the whites of my eyes, and then you grab the lashes from there. So that's it. Two more things I wanted to share with you. Just like we have a foundation primer and an eye primer, we have an eyelash primer. And the eyelash primer does help. Oh my goodness, this is going a long video. The eyelash primer does help to keep your mascara in place, just like your foundation primer keeps your foundation in place. Your eyeliner, your eye primer keeps your eye color in place. Your mascara primer, keeps your mascara steady and in place. And this is the brush. It's got a two-phase brush. It's got a white and a black, and they're little different lengths, and it is clearless. This is mine, so it doesn't matter. This is totally clearless. You can see it has no color at all. It's a clear gel, but it puts a base You can't really see how it's shiny, but it puts a base on your lashes. It's damp. It's a little damp, sticky. Again, you don't want this to dry too long, but you want to have a moment for it to dry. So it's very easy to do your curling. Then you do your base. You do your base, and by the time you've got the base done and twisted it back up, now you can do your regular mascara. So that's one, and then you do your mascara, and then you can finish with your waterproof. So that's 3 coats of mascara if you really want it to stay. The last thing I do also want to tell you is if you have lashes that are thin or haven't grown, or as we get older, the lashes tend to not want to grow, this is an incredible product. It is called a lash and brow building serum. The lash and brow building serum. It builds brows like crazy, and it builds lashes. It does. I have to be truthful. I found that it does better on my brows than my lashes. But if you do it, it says once a day. But if you really want to jumpstart your lashes, you want to use this twice a day, morning and evening. And you put it on. Here, this is how it looks. And I date mine, so I know when I'm to throw it away. But this is how it looks. It's just got this thin brush. It's a pliable brush. It's pliable. And you want to take it and you want to put it on like you're using liquid eyeliner right along the lash line. You can do the bottom if you want, but I just usually do the top. And then you want to do that twice a day for 2 weeks. And then you can cut back to once a day. You will see your eyelashes start to grow. You know who I've given this to? I've given this to women who've had chemotherapy, who've lost brows and lashes, and they swear by it. I use this all the time because I want to keep the lashes I have, because as we get older, we have fewer of them, like everything else, except weight. That seems to just multiply no matter what. But this is great stuff. So we've gone over this. Your mascaras, let me reiterate. The 3 Lash Loves are 15. The volumizing one is 15 also. The Panorama is 16. And the Lash Intensity, the really big brush one, is 18. 18, the intensity one. So that's that. Let me see the eye primer. I always have to look it up. The Panorama is 16. The eye primer, it's in your book. Eye primer, where are you? Eye primer is 15. And then the Mary Kay Lash and Brow Building Serum is 36. When I first started using it to build the brows, I felt like I had to take little hedge clippers over them. My brows are still sparse, and I do have brow tint on them, but it really has helped the brows. So that's, I do use it myself. I'm just letting you know. So Lash and Brow Builder is, I think I said a 32, and everything else, if you look in the back of your book, these are what we talked about. So Elaine, thank you so much. I think you've been the only one so far. I saw somebody else come on quickly, but thank you. This is being recorded on my YouTube channel. I know this is like more than the half hour, but I really wanted to do eyeliner and mascara all at the same time so we can move on next week a little bit. So thank you for being on here. Elaine, my prayers to you. Anybody else who's watching, Elaine is part of the fires on the West Coast, and so we're just praying for safety for her and cleaner air so she can get outside and breathe. So thank you very, very much. I can't see all the comments, but I'll look at them afterwards. But Elaine, I said I need that, and I'm not sure what that was. So just text me afterwards, and we'll get that for you. So thanks again, girls. I'll see you Wednesday for a skincare thing, and Friday for more Glam. I think next week we're going to end up doing lips. Woohoo! Exciting. And I still want to do a smoky eye for you too. So we've still got a lot to do. So have a great weekend. Love you guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye.